9:01 on Friday morning. Y'all, I was up at about 5:30. And then about, I don't know, 6 or so, Miss Hazel decided she wanted to get up. Well, immediately when that little girl gets up and goes potty, it's time to eat. She lets you know in no uncertain terms. So my plan was get out early before the sun comes out, although it's only supposed to be about in the mid-70s today. I'm really sorry. Oh, gas has gone up, just like y'all predicted. $2.84 something, so $2.85 a gallon. Y'all that pay, less than $4, don't be bragging. I remember being in Texas and how cheap the gas was. It was awesome. Anyway, Hazel and I have got to go to the drugstore. I don't know why I hate going to the drugstore. I think it's because I don't do anything fun in there. I used to just cruise around and look at everything. And then we have to return a hose and a flat of ground cover. I didn't realize when I was getting my ground cover until I got home, of course, that one of the flats is long, tall, and really spaced out. And usually they're, packed in pretty tight. They're not that tall. So I was afraid of that flat not doing well or doing better, because they come in little plugs. Now I can't make a square with, okay, they come in little plugs. And you're supposed to plant them either 6 or 12 inches on center. Now, what the heck does that mean? I don't know. I don't do math. So I just put them in there the way I wanted to. And I did place them a little bit closer together because when I did mine last year in May, I had a lot. So I could do that. Now, I'm trying to be more economical, sweetie. And I've decided that the problem with my hoses, I love the ones that crinkle up in that cloth and then expand. And I think the reason, I hope I haven't told y'all this before, but I think the reason that I blew my other one out is I've got great water pressure. So I'm just going to get another one, and I'm not going to turn my faucet on full blast. And so it should last me. I mean, all I do is water with it. So that's what I'm going to do. They're so lightweight, and they shrivel up to almost nothing, and they don't pull on your hose rack. Not real. You know what I'm saying. So that's the reason I'm going to go ahead. Now, I wish they had it. 100 feet would be too much. Although I could go, no, I have a spigot in the back. I don't need that. But I do wish they had a 75 foot. But all I could find at Lowe's is the... Whoop, I thought that car was pink. It's 100 or 50. Now 50 will go down almost to the very end of my patio, and that's really enough. That's enough. So that's what we're gonna do. And I have to get Miss Hazel some food and some Gatorade. I have made a grocery order on Walmart, and it's $183, I think. But miracle of miracles, Walmart has toilet paper. They have paper towels. They have disinfecting wipes. I'm just like, whoa. Now, when I order my stuff and I go to pick it up, which I hope will be tomorrow morning, they may not have it. I don't know. They had it at the time I put it in my cart. A lot of what is on my list is glucosamine, Hazel's melatonin, vitamins, paper towels, toilet paper, not a lot of groceries, a gallon of milk, a loaf of bread, a carton of eggs. Even though I'm down to 2 pounds of butter, I'm not getting any. I'm restraining myself. And I've looked at it, and it's like, okay, what can I do without? I can do without vitamins, y'all. At least until next month. I was watching that guy in front of me. So, you know, I don't want to spend that much on, let's just say, at Walmart. Now, I will be returning a hose there. I don't care what this hose does. The new one that I'm going to get, the last one, the love of my life. I don't care if it wraps itself around my neck. It's long enough, really. I could use that as a hose thingy. I told y'all my older son was about 5 years old, and we were sitting at the breakfast table, and he's looking at me, and I had gotten ready for work, and he was ready for school, and he's sitting there looking at me, and I'm like, "What's up, Aaron?" He goes, "Mommy, you have a neck like a giraffe." Let your children be honest with you, okay? And they are brutally so. Now, I had to crack up. I had never really thought about my neck before. I used to love to wear turtlenecks, though, before I started getting this like claustrophobia thing, and you know, could have been the choking thing. But I jumped up and I went in the bathroom, and I'm like, oh man. And after that, I was so self-conscious. They say if you have a long neck, you should wear boat cut. Y'all remember those? The kind of nautical shirts they used to have, and they were called boat cut, and they would come across you like this. And so the worst thing you can do is wear a V-neck. What do I wear all the time? Or a scoop neck. Again, but anyway, y'all, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, my place for my ground cover is all done, except for one thing. I've got to get probably 3 bags, I read closely on my ground cover website to see exactly what I was supposed to be doing. So I would maximize my ground cover. One thing, you have to water it every day for 5 to 8 minutes. That sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But anyway, I did that with my other 2 areas. I watered it a lot. And, you know, early in the morning. The only thing I have to do is get those bags of amendment, and I'm going to put that on top. I've already got the soil. It said to mix in some rock. I've got some of that pea gravel mixed in there, and so I'm going to add my layer of amendment, and then I have a thin layer, or a pretty good sized layer, of dirt to put on top to finish it with. And I wish I had one of those things. You know, I think they're called the claw, and they were designed for weeds, and they're a handle, and they have this pretty big metal claw, and you poke it down and then you turn it, and that's supposed to, you know, rip the roots out. But that would be the best thing for mixing that dirt and that amendment. Now, I'm not getting any cow manure, y'all. I'm sorry. My neighbors would hate me, and I wouldn't like myself very much either. Or chicken poop. I don't even know if you can buy that at, you know, places like Home Depot and Lowe's anymore. But, so that's all I've got to do. And then plant it. I'm so excited. And, it's another step. Then I'm going to plant my flowers in my urns. And I've saved up my Gatorade bottles, because in a large pot you can use them as a little bit of filler. You don't have to put 30 pounds of potting soil or dirt in your pot. You don't have to do that. So what you do is you put dirt and potting soil in the bottom, you know, like a quarter, maybe a third, and then you put a few of those bottles laying, you know, horizontally. I guess you could stand them up if you wanted to. And then you finish filling it with your soil, and your roots will follow down to go around those plastic bottles. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And of course, the bottles have been rinsed really well. I don't want to foster an ant colony. So y'all, I am trying to, and I think I figured out Hazel's potty area where we thought in the backyard, and I'll show that to y'all and see what you think about that. You know, I always pretty much do what I want to anyway. It was so funny the other day. Jerry was over, and he was using his chainsaw to get a root cut out of the yard. And so in between, you know, raising it up and then putting it back down, I said, man, I sure wished I'd have known you when I first moved in. He's very deadpan. He goes, yeah, you wouldn't be redoing everything. The man is not kind to me. But I was laughing, but I meant it. I mean, yeah. So anyway, and then we've got one last project in the front yard. Well, two. And one of them's going to be really quick. And, well, three. And two of them will be really quick. And the third one will be a little bit longer, but not long. It's because Jerry's limited. He goes to his mother's property 3 days a week and helps her out, but he doesn't go over there until about 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but he doesn't get going until then. So it's all at his pace, which is fine with moi. I am so blessed to have the help. So anyway, mine and Terry's visit yesterday was awesome. He was so happy. He just kept saying, wow, it's so nice to be over here again. Wow, this is so nice. It's so relaxing. Yeah, it was a good thing. So y'all do something fun today. And as always, please be safe. We have our maskies, and I've got 3 kinds. I've got my gloves, and so yeah, and I'm gonna do a little update on the homeless situation too. So love y'all. Try to behave, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.